Count equal unit squares with no gaps or overlaps to find area.
Today, watch the scene carefully. The numbers and symbols are part of the world, so the structure can be seen before it is named. Birch is working to stabilize these mudflats, but the soft earth shifts under his weight. He needs a way to account for the physical space before he can build a permanent structure. To find area, we divide the flat space into a grid. We count perfectly equal unit squares covering the region, ensuring no gaps or overlaps. We record this measurement in square units. Those might be square centimeters, square meters, square inches, or square feet. Breaking a surface down into a countable, uniform grid allows us to quantify the space and intentionally plan our work. Birch's clearing project begins here, with an unmeasured, rectangular mudbed situated right along the main trail that he needs to carefully prepare. The structure forms 3 distinct rows, each containing exactly 4 unit squares. To find the total area, we count the units row by row. Because every square is equal, we count cumulatively. 4, 8, 12. The bed's area is 12 square units. Establishing this numerical baseline defines an unstable patch of ground as a specific, manageable size. Moving further down the waterway, Birch encounters a sharp bend in the muddy shore that forms a distinct L shape in his path. We evaluate this irregular space in sections. First, we count the bend's long arm, covering exactly 5 unit squares. Then, the short arm adds 2 more unit squares. So, 5 plus 2 equals 7. The bend's area is 7 square units. The definition of area remains absolute, no gaps, no overlaps, regardless of the region's shape. As the weather clears and the light shifts, Birch reaches a massive shoreline terrace. This terrace is scored into a large grid, consisting of 6 rows, with exactly 3 unit squares in each row. We can count down the 6 rows by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. The terrace's area is 18 square units. Finding area efficiently helps Birch handle larger stretches of the flats. Birch finally reaches a fork in his path, where he must carefully evaluate 2 adjacent, unmeasured patches of mud. We count the area of the first patch on the left, exactly 9 unit squares. Next, the second patch on the right covers exactly 8 unit squares. Looking side by side, 9 is 1 more than 8. The 9 square patch is larger by 1 square unit. These counts provide the exact data Birch needs to determine which patch of land offers more space. Pulling back across square cell flats, we can see Birch's progress across the bed, the bend, the terrace, and the final patches. We read the structure in the scene to understand the math. The labels show what each quantity means. The animal action shows how the quantities change, and the final expression records the result. Area is always the total count of equal unit squares that cover a region with no gaps or overlaps. Measuring a flat space provides the essential knowledge we need to clearly understand, compare, and shape the natural world around us.
The 9 square patch is larger than the 8 square patch by 1 square unit.